On this channel, we share cruise tips, travel advice, and real experiences from our family's adventures so you can travel smarter and stress less.
Absolutely.
Yes. Now, let's start with the simple answer. Do you need a passport to cruise? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. It depends on the type of cruise that you are taking.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize there's something called a closed loop cruise.
Mhm.
A closed loop cruise starts and ends at the same U.S. port.
Right.
For example, if you leave from Port Canaveral in Florida, you visit a few islands, and then return to Port Canaveral, that's considered a closed loop cruise.
Yes, that's right. And that's exactly what we're doing this summer. We are leaving from Florida, cruising to the Caribbean, and then returning to the same port. Because it's a closed loop cruise, my daughter technically does not need a passport. She could just travel with her birth certificate and a government issued photo ID.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, there are situations where a passport is absolutely required. If your cruise starts in one place and ends somewhere else, for example,
Mhm.
or if you're cruising internationally from another country, or if you're taking certain specialty itineraries, you will need a passport.
Right. So always check your specific cruise requirements before you travel, and
Absolutely.
never assume because your friend didn't need a passport that you won't need one, right?
Right.
Right. So let me tell you what's happening with our family right now. Our cruise is in July, and my daughter turned 18 since the last time we cruised. So she had a child passport, but now she needs an adult passport. Even though she technically does not need one for this specific cruise, I really want to get her passport situation squared away before we travel. Now, my understanding is we'll need to make an appointment at a passport agency, and those appointments are generally available when you're about within 2 weeks of your departure date. So,
Mhm.
right now, we're watching the calendar very carefully.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because nobody lacks last minute stress before vacation. Let's be honest.
That's right. And another reason I want her to have a passport is the fact that I'm traveling with a passport. If she travels with a birth certificate and ID, and I'm traveling with a passport, we're using two different types of identification documents.
Right.
And when you check in at the cruise terminal, passengers are often directed into different lines depending on their documentation.
Yeah.
So sometimes families can be separated during the boarding process, and it's not the end of the world, but it's definitely one complication that hey, if I can avoid it, I'd like to avoid it, right?
Exactly. So even when a passport isn't required, having one just makes travel a lot easier.
Right. So let's say if you miss the ship in a port, or there's a family emergency, or you need to fly home unexpectedly, a passport gives you more options and it removes obstacles.
It
Honestly,
does.
yeah, it gives you peace of mind, right? Why not
Yeah,
have that while you're traveling?
for sure. So the question is, can you cruise without a passport? And the answer is yes. In many cases, especially on closed loop cruises, you can.
But should you get one if you can? Our answer is absolutely yes.
Yes.
It's one less thing to worry about and one more way to make your vacation smoother. And we're
Absolutely.
all about that. So here's the question for you, viewers. Have you ever cruised without a passport? Or are you trying, like us, to get a passport before an upcoming trip? Let us know in the comments.
And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe.
Right. So we'll
See
see you
you
on
on
our
our
next
next adventure.
adventure. Bon
Bon voyage.
voyage. Bye.
Peace.